I was seated at the long wooden table in my in-laws' dining room, the rich aroma of fresh and roasted chicken lingering in the air. My wife, S.A., was laughing with her mother, her head thrown back the way she always did when telling one of her overly dramatic stories. Her father leaned over, pouring me a glass of water, insisting food. Everything felt normal, warm even, just another family lunch. Until my phone buzzed in my pocket, I casually pulled it out, expecting a message from work or maybe a text from a friend, but it was from an unknown number. The message read, "Don't react you." My pulse spiked. I glanced up, trying to stay calm as I scanned the room. S.A.'s brother Imran was holding his phone, angled suspiciously in my direction while pretending to scroll. I kept chewing slowly, forcing my expression to remain relaxed. Message looped in my head. Recording me? For what? Had I done or said something they could twist? My thoughts flashed to the argument S.A. and I had just last week, her accusing me of being emotionally distant, of not being committed to us. We'd made up, or so I thought. Was this part of some twisted plan? I smiled at my father-in-law and asked for more rice, doing my best to bury the suspicion growing inside me. Then my phone buzzed again. "Don't look at me. This number." This wasn't a joke. My palms began to sweat. Whoever this was, they were watching the scene unfold in real time. I gently pushed back my chair, excusing myself to the bathroom. S.A. barely looked up, still chatting with. Once out of sight, I dialed the number. "Hello?" a calm voice answered. "Listen carefully. Your in-laws are trying to provoke you. They want you to lose your temper, on camera. Don't give them anything they can use against you. Stay calm." Smile. I asked who it was, but they ignored the question. "You'll understand later. Just trust me." And then they hung up. I stood there, phone in hand, stunned. Who would go out of their way to warn me? A friend? A stranger? Within the family who didn't agree with whatever this was? I returned to the table, feeling the tension more clearly now. Imran's phone was angled even more directly at me. Then S.A. asked, with a sugary sweet tone, "So, do you still think I spend?" There it was. A baited hook. I thought of the warning and smiled. "No, S.A., I think you're perfect." Her smile froze for a beat. Imran's thumb hovered on his screen. That wasn't the reaction they were expecting. He tried again. "What about your late nights at work? Still not prioritizing family?" I laughed lightly, shrugged, and replied with something harmless. Every question that followed was just another trap. But I dodged them all, smiling, polite. It was like chess, and I was 3 moves ahead. The lunch ended on an awkward note. S.A.'s parents looked puzzled, maybe even disappointed. On our way out, my phone buzzed one last time. "Well done." I tried to respond, but the number was already disconnected. That night, S.A. was uncharacteristically quiet. I caught her staring at her phone, scrolling with a frown. When I asked if everything was okay, she muttered, "Never mind." Early. I knew in that moment that whoever had warned me had disrupted something serious. 2 days later, I got a call from a mutual friend. He had overheard S.A. and Imran talking, bragging, actually, about how they were going to provoke me into saying some lunch. They were planning to use it in court. But they were frustrated because I'd stayed calm. My heart sank. But weirdly, I also felt relieved, grateful. Whoever sent that text had saved me from walking into a trap. I started quietly collecting evidence of S.A.'s reckless spending, her flirty messages with other men, and most importantly, texts between her and Imran discussing how they'd tried to frame me. A month later, I filed for divorce. This time it was all in my favor. When the judge saw the screenshots, the planning, the intent, everything, S.A.'s case crumbled. Her expression said it all. Shock, defeat, exposure. Her trap had collapsed on her instead. To this, know who warned me. Maybe it was her cousin who never liked her. Maybe a friend of Imran's who couldn't stomach the cruelty. Whoever it was, they changed the course of my life with just one message. Now, every time my phone buzzes I remember that lunch, the fake smiles, the hidden cameras, and the quiet warning that turned the tables. Because sometimes, one stranger's text is all it takes to rewrite your story.